Mr. Turnbull mentioned the ISA unit. I agree with him 100%. 100%. And that happens, and I hear him actually bring that up a lot. And you know, I'm not picking on this applicant, but we hear a lot of things a lot, twice a week, 3 times a week. We hear, oh, we can't do that. Your regulations don't say this, or this is what we're confined to as non-voluntary. Come on. At the end of the day, from what I see in this record, with the opposition of whatever they ask for, at the end of the day, you're going to develop and you're going to leave. But when you develop, we have a neighborhood that's going to be developed, and those people who live around there and the citizens of this city are going to have to endure whatever's left. So I kind of go along with the vice chair, even though the law doesn't say. Sometimes we need applicants to come down and just go ahead and sometimes just do it, and not getting on your on this applicant, Ms. Eichel, or your client. But we hear that all the time. Well, it's only regulations. But what irritates me the most is when I hear him say, well, we don't have to do that. Okay, we already know that. We know what the regulations are. We get it. We know what the regulations are. We know what's been crafted. And we might need to revisit it. So some of the things that this community is asking for, we can get there. I know JBG can get there. So, you know, I'm not going to go through a whole lot of what if and what is. And we don't want to do this. Sometimes it's about being a good neighbor. You don't have to do all of it, but sometimes it's about just being a good neighbor. When you come in and do something in a community where people live, sometimes it's about doing it. If they need a little more affordable housing, just do it. You can do it. It's not always about the profit. But anyway, I know what I'm saying wouldn't stand up in court. I'm not that naive, but I know that you all are going by our regulations, which we need to relook at. I'm going to ask Office of Planning, let's start looking at this, our design review, because I can tell you that to have council members usually don't weigh in. And that's troubling because Councilmember Allen weighed in on this case, and he represents the whole ward. And to me, that's big hesitation for me. And yeah, there are some design issues which you have worked out and some that have not been worked out. But for me, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't have a lot of questions. But when I read this, was troubling. When I read this, we don't have to do this. It's not in your regulations. No, we didn't. When we codified regulations, sometimes we missed them. But it doesn't take anything to just fill in a few of the gaps. That's all. That's all my ask is. And I'm going to leave it at that. But I am going to ask the Office of Planning, let's relook at what we have in front of us. Any other questions?